Hello everyone, I am Janki Vyas. I'm the co-founder of a firm called Studio 2+2. We have been working in this field from the past 8 years, and we practice strongly the field of landscape architecture. As a landscape architect, I always have believed, we as a firm have believed, that landscape architecture is very vital to the environment that we are living in. It is very vital for the well-being of people for whom we are fostering, for whom we are designing. Because landscape architecture plays a very important role uh, in in boosting up the mental, the physical, and the overall well-being of any individual, because it makes you live in a very green and a very healthy environment. So definitely, landscape architecture is a very important aspect if we incorporate it into this urban forest of the concrete jungle that we are rushing towards, and we incorporate that green space into our housing complexes. It will be a very important thing to go forward to. So Sarathy West, when it was allocated to us, it had a very strong impression in us, in our minds as designers, that it is a 21-story building, first of all. The first in Shela, and almost the first in Ahmedabad at that time. So we were aware that 21 floors, and then so many families coming to stay. So we focused on the cultural backgrounds of each and every family that would come, various cities they would hail from, in various parts of India and some parts of the world. So this aspect brought us to in designing a little kind of a cultural and a traditional aspect of landscape, blending into the modern landscape architecture. Why this was done? Because it will bring a cultural continuity. It will bring a push through that from where you've come and from where you're going to stay in this new home of yours. So the nature is with you, the landscape is with you. So that kind of an aspect and that kind of an imagination was the driving force behind this landscape design. And in the landscape design, if I explain you, it has different kind of mazes that makes you travel, that brings in a very intangible way this aspect of your past coming into your future, as for a grown up, but for a child it is an amazing play equipment. um, then there are various kind of seasonal changes we want to see in this landscape. We want people, the visitors and the residents, to experience. So various pockets of the landscape um, uh, have different kinds of seasonal variation plantations. So in springs you will be seeing a bunch of one corner of the garden blooming into beautiful reds, and in winters you will be seeing one part of the garden blooming into beautiful pinks. So throughout the season, there is throughout different parts of the year, there is seasonal variation also experienced in the landscape. Various kinds of steps are used, various kinds of alleys are used. So this all are a transition between a person's, from where he has come and from where he's going to stay in this new premise. So this landscape design and the choice of these elements uh, gives you a certain kind of transition. There are various steps also used in the landscape. So steps, once we were in our younger the 90s, the 90s or the 60s crowd would understand that we didn't have benches or something very extravagant. We used to sit on steps. So different kind of steps also play a role. So we encourage people of Sarathy West that the steps are also a sitting, and you can also sit on these steps, and there are different archways, and it's a various it's a very soft composition of respecting the cultural backgrounds that various families have come into this premise. And it will be a wonderful blend of modernity as well as traditions. Vishwanath Builders from the past 30 years has been a very passionate firm who has believed into the core values of construction, giving the best to the people in terms of construction quality and very planned and detailed spaces. And we are very proud to be associated with them. Um, in terms of designing and bringing in new ideas uh, with this company, it is we are very fortunate that they have always adapted to the different kinds of construction ideas that we have brought in, different materials that we have tried upon. Um, So designing with Vishwanath Builders and bringing in new ideas and new concepts, it has been a very successful journey, and we have worked upon more than about 5 to 6 projects with them. Studio 2+2 has always believed in the core fundamentals of zero repeat design policy, and Vishwanath Builders has always aided and guided us and mentored us in that. So one project of ours with Vishwanath or any other developer is that we always keep on giving new and new works, and no other builder has supported in executing such a fine finished design like Vishwanath has done for us. So different kinds of ideas that we bring in into every project, and we look forward that we keep on giving newer and newer ideas for the more future, for the construction future, which is a blend with the greens for the community that Vishwanath is bringing. For the Sarathy West new family that is going to shift to the new premise, I really wish from the bottom of my heart that may you have a very fulfilling life and a very green life in this campus. Thank you so much.